Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Crafting with V. If you're new here, welcome. So glad to have you. And if you're returning, thank you so much for returning. So I'm going to wait a few minutes. I've got our one stash unboxing to do here in just a few minutes. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and place a few drills until we get a few people in here. How is everyone doing today? Hi, Beth. How are you? So glad to see you. I am doing pretty good. My husband, on the other hand, has got a pretty bad cold, so he's not doing too good today, but he'll muster through it, I'm sure. Hi, Pauline, Creative Jen, Margie. So glad to see y'all. Tracy, good morning. How are you doing? I'm getting a few people in here now. I started to say Jules. I'm sorry. Julie, welcome. So glad that you're here. What? Okay, it is just my tablet again. For some reason, my tablet is wanting to lag on me, but I think it's okay because I look over on my laptop and everything is good. I really need to clean my craft room. I really do. But it's like I just don't have time. I haven't had time this week. Hello, Susan, Connie, welcome. So glad to see you. Okay, so we've got a few people in. I'm going to put this part to the side today. And I told y'all last week that each live, at the beginning of my live, I was going to do a live stash unboxing. Now, these are all older canvases that have been in my stash for a while. But I've been meaning to do a stash video, and it seems like I never can get time to do it. So at the beginning of each of my lives, I'm going to do a stash unboxing. And they're not going to be real, what am I trying to say? I can't even think of the word. We'll show the kit and the drills and all that, but I probably won't point out where the ABs and stuff go in the stash unboxings. And I am the type that likes to take my toolkits out of the kits beforehand. So I am sorry. Some of them will have partial toolkits in them. Some of them will have no toolkits in them, but I'm just the type of person who takes the toolkits out as I get them. So anyway, today's is going to be Hipster Boston Terrier. It's by Diamond Art Club. It's a 41 centimeter by 48 centimeter by Marilyn Cazenave. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I'm probably butchering it. But this one has been in my stash for a while. And if I'm not mistaken, I got this at Joann's a long, long time ago. Okay, I do have a toolkit in here. And we'll look at it really quick to see what I've got left in here. I got the pen. I got the little caddy with the 2 heart waxes in it. Okay, let's put that up. I'm just going to throw those over there with that other wax. And I noticed the tray is missing, but I left the stopper in there. And then it's got 2 multi-placers, a 7-placer, and a 4-placer. I will use the 4-placer. I probably will not use the 7-placer. And then it's got a baggie full of baggies. And I probably won't put those back in the kit. But anyway, and normally it comes with a tray, and I believe that one came with the cover minder and the washi tape as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this. Now, this is one of Diamond Art Club's partials. And before this one, I had never seen a Diamond Art Club partial. But and I didn't even know it was a partial whenever I first bought it. But I absolutely love it. Let's put the cover on that so it doesn't get all messed up. Okay, so it comes with your instruction kit. We've all seen these. It tells you how to diamond paint. To me, it's easier if you just go and watch a YouTube video. But it has 18 colors, and this was after they did the pre-cut stickers, so 18 colors. Let's turn that around. Look at that. Isn't he just so cute? I love this one. I don't know why I haven't done it yet, because it would not take me long at all to get it done. Not at all. We'll look at these here in just a minute. But you can see that whole thing on there. Isn't he just so adorable? I know I've got it sideways so that y'all can see it. Morning, Kathy. How are you? But I love his little bow tie and his little glasses. This one probably wouldn't take more than a week to complete, if that. I somewhat agree with you, Julie. I would rather do a partial than a color blocking background. I'm the type that I'll do a square of the color blocking background here, and then I'll move somewhere in the canvas where I get some other colors. Yes, they are absolutely adorable. This only has one AB, and it is the white, the 141, I believe. Yeah, 141. But I think that if you got some red ABs and did the glasses and maybe part of the bow tie, that would be absolutely adorable. I may consider doing that once I start on this, and it is a round drill. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the colors on here, and then we'll put this away and get started on our coffee chat and whip. But look, that is the AB. I have a love-hate relationship with ABs, but it's gotten better since I have got my vacuum pen. There's lots of browns. The red, I bet that goes in the bow tie. It's not a true red, it's a darker red. And then you've got some pink. Mauve, another red, I bet goes in the bow tie or the glasses. Just some really pretty colors. But you'd also have a lot of the browns and tans. I don't think that this would take very long at all to complete. Let's see if I can get these back in here similar to the way that they were. Probably not. I'm not very good at that. Nope, but that's okay. They'll still fit in there, I'm sure. Okay, and on their bags, they do have the drills labeled, so if you store them separately. But I think that he's just absolutely adorable. You're right, fairy dust drills would look really good in the bow tie. You know, if I finish all my big canvases before August, I think that I might start this one. I might take your advice on putting the fairy dust in the bow tie and then ABs in the glasses. I think he would be so adorable. Morning, Granny. How are you? Yeah, I just did our stash unboxing for this week. I have plenty of these, so I won't run out anytime soon, even if I do an extra live during the week. I have recorded 2 videos this week, and I haven't got either of them ready to post, and I'm so sorry about that. I have to do all of that stuff on my computer, and I just haven't been at home enough to do that. Between door dashing and working down at the shop and door dashing this last few weeks has really picked up a little bit, which is a good thing because I needed it to right now. It has picked up, and hopefully it'll continue to pick up. And did I tell y'all about this, or was it in my coffee chat and WIP? Well, if I already told you about this, or if it's in my coffee chat and WIP, I am so sorry, but I'm going to tell you again. The other day, I took an order, and it didn't pay a whole lot. It wasn't that much that I got for taking this order, but it was to Pizza Hut. What is that? One thing about the doggy door being in here, I hate all these. It'll get stuck open. Well, let me finish my story and then I'll tell you about that. But anyway, I took this order and I had to take it to the nursing home. And it told me a room number, so obviously it went to a resident. So I took it to the resident up there, and it was 2 personal pan pizzas. And her family had ordered these, and I walked in and asked, "Did you have a DoorDash?" And she was like, "Yeah, pizza." And she just got the biggest smile on her face. And then I was like, "Well, how are you?" And she was like, "Hungry." It just made me laugh. It's things like that that really, really makes me love door dashing at times. And then whenever I start to hand it to her, she said, "Open that one up so I can see which one it is." So I opened it up for her and showed her, and she said, "Okay, that's the pepperoni. That's mine." And she pointed to her roommate in there and said, "The other one goes to her. Take it over to her." So I did. But this resident's family not only got her a pizza, they also got her roommate one. And that was so, so sweet. I absolutely loved it. BAC has lots of beautiful canvases today. That means I need to stay away from it, right? is the beach one by Chuck Pinson. I love his waterway ones, like the beaches, and because they normally have a lot of color on them. I need to stay away from all the sites today. I'm doing so good lately. I've only bought one, and it was from Walmart. Ah. Okay, let's see. Do we want to zoom this in? See if I can zoom it in to where I'm working on it at. Nope, wrong way. Well, I think that's as far as y'all are going to get it zoomed in and still be able to see. Now, Julie, why did you have to go and tell me that? Now I'm going to really have to go and look at Dreamers. Yeah, I'm trying to be. I do have some points that I can use on Dreamers, though. But I still wonder how much the rest of it and the shipping would cost me. I still have that $50 that I have not spent on there. You not like a cat one, Julie? I am so shocked. I bet that would be so nice. I'm really getting the camping bug lately. I so want to just reserve a campsite for the week, but it's just not in the budget right now. There goes my tablet again. Okay. But yeah, I'm trying my hardest not to buy any, but I'm gonna go and look at that camper one. I know I am. I absolutely love ones like that. So tell me, next week on the stash unboxing, I've got several different artists. Which ones would y'all like to see? Would y'all like to see a Randall Spangler? Would y'all like to see a Josephine Wall? I've got some Hannah Lynn. I think I've got a few Mandy Manzanos. Which ones would be some that you would like to see that I have? I don't have any Chuck Pinsons. I did the last one of those for the check along that I had. And I've got several other artists, but those are some of the ones that I have more. All of them. I will eventually get to all of them. Hannah or J-Wall? Okay, I can do that. My Josephine Wall ones, I want to do them, but then I'm like, anytime I'm so afraid of running out of those that because once I run out, I probably won't be able to get any more of them. But I do have a few of each of those. Especially Randall Spangler. I have a lot of Randall Spanglers. I used to go crazy every time one of his would come out. I do need 3 of the 5 castles, though. Eventually, I will get those. That really is a good idea, Kathy. I do have my decision wheel that I can do that on. And this is a good way for me to start adding all of these. I've gotten all my budget-friendly ones wrote down and everything. But whenever it comes to my premium ones, which are the ones that I probably should have started with, I don't have all of those wrote down. But yeah, I started to show a Hannah Lynn today, and then I just saw that cute little puppy and couldn't resist it. So we might do the wheel next week, or I might do it the week after, and then just do a J-Wall or a Hannah Lynn this week. I have my mystery Hannah Lynn that I haven't showed too, but I really don't know if I should do unboxings on the mystery ones. I know you can't really see what the picture is, but a lot of people do not want to see any of it. I really do love Hannah Lynn as well. What was that? But yeah, she is one of my favorite artists. I've been debating ordering some off of her website, but I haven't. I've been good. Ever since you told me about that. The Hannah mystery you can make out a little. Yeah, a lot of them are that way. The Diamond Art Clubs are a little harder to see them because they've started putting the different colored squares on there. But yeah, I'm really wanting to push that buy button, but I haven't. There's been several that I've wanted. I'm waiting for mine from her new website. You ordered one of hers? That's what I was talking about. I've went to her website and I've looked at those and I really want to get some of them. But I just haven't hit that buy button yet. Yeah, hold on a second. What I plan on doing whenever I'm working on these on a coffee chat whip. Just a second. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have, and this is a pretty big silicone mat. It's so big that I can't even show it all in the camera, but I got this silicone mat for I got this silicone mat specifically for mystery paintings because it's black and see, even on there, even with the light pad underneath it, you can't see what is below it. I bought this one specifically for mystery paintings. And I've had it for a while. I didn't even use it on my last one. I actually forgot I had it. Set it back over there. I believe I got that one off of Amazon. I'm pretty sure I did. I just looked for large silicone mats. If I can find it, on Amazon again, I'll try to put it I'll try to go back in the description and put the link in. But yeah, I bought that specifically for my mystery paintings, and I haven't used it yet, even though I've done at least one since I've gotten it. Okay. What? I lost my... But yeah, I thought about just cutting one square out of it, but you never could. I don't know if I want to cut it up or just leave it like that. And I'm leaning more towards just leaving it the bigger and just revealing like a line at a time. Because once I push the canvas up, you wouldn't be able to see it anymore anyway. Let's see. 9s. I've still got a few 9s on here. As you can see, I haven't worked on Woodland Panorama that much lately. I did record a completion video, which y'all will see next week. I'm going to take my laptop in the living room after the live today so that I can work on editing some videos. But I finished Springtime Cottage. So now I am down to 2 big paintings. I've got Castle Wolf going. Actually 3. I've got the rest the rest of my Chuck Pinson, Castle Wolf, and Woodland Panorama. So those are the 3 that I'm going to be concentrating on. I finished that and I was like, this is going to be so hard not to kit up another one. Because I'm trying to get it to where I definitely have enough to kit up both of my mystery paintings that I want to do for August. Yes, I'm going to be working on 2 of them. And I thought about going ahead and kitting those up so I would have the containers used and wouldn't be able to kit up another one. But I know myself, and since they're kitted up, I would try working on them. So I'm going to finish Castle Wolf, and then I'm going to finish this one as well. I can't decide which one I'm going to move into the living room and which one's going to stay in here. But I'll figure it out. But I really want to get this one done, but Castle Wolf is like 2/3 of the way done. That is great, Julie. I hope you accomplish that. I'm slowly getting there. I've almost got the Wonders of Nature mini dazzles done that I got with the gift card that Granny sent me. And I'll be showing that soon. I've got one of those left. And then I have my Stitch one that I've started, and I'm not really that excited on working on it again because it wasn't turning out the way I was wanting. I think I'm down to 5 now. But I'm good. I'm good with that. And there goes my phone. Nah, we're going to reject that call. It's a spam call. Granny, you didn't have faith in her? I can't believe that. Excuse me. It's like I hope I am not catching my husband's cold. That's the problem, Margie. I do have enough storage for a bunch of WIPs, but since I've started using the trays with the containers themselves, using my suitcases, I just don't enjoy that as much anymore. I like my trays. So one of the ones, or two of my WIPs are actually in the suitcases. One of them is the pink horse, and then one of them is the bear that I got from Hobby Lobby, which I only work on it down at the shop. Which I didn't even take it out at all yesterday. Because whenever I go down there to work, my brother will let me DoorDash as well. So between all the stuff that I was doing for him and DoorDashing, I didn't even have time to take it out. I agree, Margie. Hold on just a second. I don't want to keep coughing in y'all's ear. I agree, Julie. You can do it. We have faith in you. Granny. That's like me. I need those challenges to whenever it's like I have no willpower on certain things and I need the challenges for somebody to keep me in line. That is so true. Right now, my challenge is to get my videos recorded next week and actually get them posted. I'm beginning to think that I need a second laptop to take other places with me so that I can get all my editing and stuff done, or not really so much the editing, but on my GoPro, whenever I record on it, it takes a lot longer for me to download it to my computer. And I've got to go in there and figure out how to put the resolutions for the downloads a little bit lower. Because then whenever I put it in my video editor, I have to wait a while for it to load all that in there. Well, that's good, Julie. Margie. I have so much fun in these lives. I absolutely enjoy getting to chat with all of y'all. Absolutely enjoy it so much. I keep losing track of which one I'm working on. I have to look at my container to see. I think I got all the 9s though. I think so. I'm sure one will pop up as soon as I put this one up. Okay, let's go ahead and do the G's because it's right beside this. Okay, I do not know what has got my allergies all stirred up back here. It's like I was fine until I came back here in this room. My allergies are just starting to flare up. I guess that's really telling me I need to clean up my craft room. Because I have been neglecting it lately big time. I hope I'm not getting sick either. Josh is sick, so it would not surprise me. It would not surprise me at all. The only thing that I can really think if it's my allergies is I have the doggy door back here, and sometimes whenever they go in and out, it'll get stuck open. So the flap doesn't close like it's supposed to. I would love to get one of those automatic ones that would just go up and down whenever it sensed the dog right there. But I haven't even looked into the prices of those. I'm sure they're quite expensive. And since we only have 2 pets now, and both of them are fairly older pets, I'm not sure I'd want to spend that much on one. Because once these pets are gone, as much as I love them, I will probably only get a cat in the future. I love Bullet. I've had him for a long, long time. Absolutely adore him. But dogs can be a lot of work. Yes, and my visitor. In fact, I do have a story about that. And I didn't see it, unfortunately. Every time that other cat shows up in the house, I'm not the one that sees him. But anyway, my son hears a bunch of ruckus in the living room. And he comes in the living room, and I guess Stardust got tired of him eating her food because they were going at it in the house. Once the other cat saw Joshua, he ran out the doggy door, but apparently she got fed up with him eating her food. But he does still sneak in here at times. You know, we love our clubs, Julie. But yeah, I know he's still coming in the house because I can fill up her cat bowl. And even though it is a small one, normally I'll fill up her cat bowl and it'll last till the afternoon. That's okay, Julie. We all need challenges. Okay. G. I'm working on G's. Y'all need to shout that at me. Tell me I'm working on G's because every time I start chatting, I forget which ones I'm working on. Maybe I'll get this little section finished today. No. He used to, but he doesn't anymore. His bowl and water are down in the floor, but because he used to get into her cat food, and I've made sure he can't get up there now, he just can't jump this high. I put hers on the dryer. That way she has her food and water up there and no issues. He can't jump up there and eat it all. Because my dog acts like a cat a lot of the times, and vice versa. It's nothing to see my dog come in and see my dog sitting on the back of the couch. I think Bullet has tried that a few times with Stardust, but Stardust normally wins. I think he's scared of her. Speaking of Stardust, here she comes. Yeah, I had to do the same thing. Bullet would rather eat her food than his own. You want to come up here? Come up. Say hi. Look, your paws are wet. You've been outside in the wet grass, haven't you? I'm going to have to take the lint brush to my clothes before I go to work today, huh? Hi, Nita. How are you? So glad to see you. It's not raining here. It's actually sunny out today. Yesterday, it was kind of cloudy all day, but we get a lot of dew in the mornings on the grass outside, so it's always wet. Yep. Yesterday, it was funny because it was cloudy out and it was actually pretty nice. The temperature was great. I walk in the Dollar General to do a Ellie said woof woof. I walked in the Dollar General to do a DoorDash, and they were having a little bit of issues with the register, so it took me a little bit longer than normal. But anyway, while I was in there, it started pouring down rain. Just pouring. You could hear it on the roof, you could see it outside, everything. And I was like, oh, great. I'm going to get soaked getting back out to the car. And then, by the time I got checked out, got everything done, walked outside, it had completely stopped raining. But it was so hot and humid after that. It was terrible. Are you enjoying all this attention? Huh? She's like, yep, somebody let me out the front door so I could go outside and come around to the back door to get in here. I think she knows whenever I go live each week. They can just barely see your little eyes up there. You want to see it? Well, now the other part of that messes up with it. Oh well. We'll move it back. Yeah, both of my pets are Bullet and her are both over 10 years old. So they're getting up there in their age. Can I put a drill down? Huh? She's like, nope, not at all. But yeah, it got so hot yesterday. I could not believe how hot it got. You cannot climb up on the canvas. No. Y'all see how well she listens? Here in a minute, she'll try to go over to the part up. I can't even reach that to diamond paint now. Really? I may have to go to Fort Smith to go to Aldi's. You are making this really difficult, Stardust. I'm trying to hold her back because she is very close to the uncovered part on the diamond painting. $96. It was 90. I think it got up to 91. It was either Tuesday or Wednesday. It's supposed to be cooler today, though. I think we were supposed to drop in temperature a little bit. I hope. I am not looking forward to the hot weather here. I love spring and fall. Yes, it's pet Stardust time. That's exactly what she thinks, anyway. She is very, very, very spoiled. Okay, I think I got all the G's. Huh. I wish I was at the beach. I wish I was camping. Any type of camping. Let's see if we can do some K's. I doubt I'm going to get this section finished now. Huh. That's not too bad, Margie. I could handle that. Yes, I guess you can say that, Julie. This is the live version because she does not want to let me diamond paint. But I'm going to try. I did record a WIP and chat, and I will try to have that up at some point this weekend. I recorded an unboxing, and what else? I think I recorded one. Oh, I recorded the completion, but I just didn't. I wasn't near my computer long enough to put everything on the computer to get it uploaded. Yes, we have really high humidity here, so the heat is absolutely terrible. Yeah, I am going to have to go camping soon. I don't know when, but I'm definitely going to have to go camping soon. Get some peace and quiet. Last night, me and Josh actually went out to eat Mexican food because Courtney had brought out at the last minute wanted us to watch the kids for so that she could go to a graduation, which is fine, but it was at the last minute, and what I was going to make for supper, I didn't have enough for everybody that was going to be here, so I told her, before you bring them down, you're going to have to feed them supper. So me and Josh went out to eat Mexican food last night instead of the chicken legs that I was going to make. Because I guarantee you my grandkids can eat chicken legs like they're going out of style. They love chicken legs. But I only had I only had a small package of them because I was only planning on feeding 3 people, not 6. Are you ready to get down? Huh? No? Okay. I guess she can go ahead and stay up here because we're going to have to. No, don't go feather up there. She's like, okay, I'll let you have your diamond painting back for the day. She had her time on the screen. And I didn't make her get down. She did that on her own. I'll make them in my air fryer with the shake and bake coating. Because my husband's not too much of a barbecue fan. I would like them if I was just cooking them for myself, I would do the same thing. But I normally make them in the air fryer with the shake and bake. I've tried the different flavors of that, but I always end up going back to the regular one. I normally make baked beans with it and mac and cheese, but I'm getting kind of tired of mac and cheese, so I was going to do broccoli and cauliflower. And that's one the kids don't really like, broccoli and cauliflower, so I might possibly be able to get Remy to eat that, but the rest of them be like, nope. Well, I don't know about the campfires. I'm not the best at that, neither is Josh. We end up finally getting it done, but that's one thing I'm not good at. But he does cook out on the grill all summer long. On Wednesdays, on his day off, he normally does the cooking that day, and he will grill something out on the grill. Here lately, I've been buying chicken tenders, and he does those, and they are so good. I love the chicken tenders that he makes out on the grill. In fact, I've had him make those so much in the last couple months that he's probably getting tired of chicken tenders. But he does such a good job on them. Josh is normally out there, and a lot of times look at all that hair. Y'all can't see it in the camera, but all that fur that she's got on my release paper down here. That's okay, though. I've got a lip brush. It works great. Okay, I think my tablet froze up again. He just doesn't know that's actually belongs to. I don't think I have ever watched that movie. I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever watched it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to keep an eye over on my laptop because I think for the lives I'm gonna have to go back to my old tablet because I can do it over Wi-Fi. This one just tends to freeze up so much. I can't believe our hour is almost up. This hour just seems to fly by every week. I agree with Margie. He's a keeper. Okay, did I get all of the K's? I think I did. So, I don't know if I'm going to take this one in the living room. So, y'all might see a Castle Wolf over here, or maybe even the Chuck Pinson over here next week for our live. I'm not sure which one I'm going to bring in here. But I hope my whole live didn't freeze up. Y'all can still hear me, can't you? Well, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I was just making sure. Anyway, it's almost that time. We're at 58 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. Thank y'all so much for being here and coming and spending all of this time with me. I've enjoyed it so much. If you don't mind, hit the like buttons, subscribe if you haven't. I think all of y'all are already subscribed, but if you haven't, please do so. Everyone have a wonderful weekend, and I will see y'all next week. Hopefully I'll have some videos out this week. Take care, everyone. Bye.